Hey, good morning guys. Richard here with High Caliber Carpentry. We're here in the wonderful shop in the beautiful Boonville, North Carolina. And today I noticed a creaking on my laptop desk here that I created recently. So what makes wood creak and how do you avoid it? I'm going to show you. I want to show you a little bit about this little desk that I built for my laptop, and I think this is a great way to explore how wood creaks and what makes it do so. So you'll notice here that we have the end grain, and then this piece of wood comes into that one, and you can see how tight they are. I don't have a screw in that or anything. Come over here, it's just an old nail hole, but those are really tight to each other. And what I notice is this corner is creaking a lot. Like if I push down on it, you can hear it. That sound comes from this piece of wood rubbing up against this one. And the difference between these two is the way that we're looking at this one. This is called with the grain, right? So you can see the grain spanning the length here. This right here is end grain. So we have the grain pattern and we have the end grain. And imagine this is like a bunch of little tiny straws that soak up the water. So this is like almost, let's say, like an end of the tip of my finger, where I have the long end of my finger, and then I have the very end of it, which is like a fingerprint, right? You got your fingerprint down here. With this one, you got all these little tiny holes at the bottom of it that you can't see. So the way I like to describe this, and in modern day practice, you'll have glue that holds these two joints together to prevent that creaking. But a great way to explain this is like if I take the tip of my finger on the board up here, notice what it does, and that's where you get the creaking sound from. Is every time that my finger skips right there is exactly what's happening to that end grain down here on this piece of wood. Now if you compare that with the length of my finger here, which would be a parallel for the running with the grain. It slides much easier, gives you a lot more workability. End grain is just always that difficult thing to work with. So just a little bit of a nugget of knowledge for you guys today. Wood creak happens in a lot of ways, but the way that we avoid it today in new building methods is to, once the floor joists are laid out and they're now ready to accept the subflooring before the actual flooring goes on and the house is built and stuff, they'll put construction adhesive across these joists, and that when you put the subfloor on top of these, it adheres to that surface. You'll nail it down, the nails ain't coming up, and that plywood sure ain't coming up once you get it on there. I'm telling you what, if you need to get it up later, it is a fight. It is doable, but again, you're going to have a fight on your hands getting that stuff off. But that's all the better. It adds structural integrity to the house. It allows you a stronger, solid foundation to the areas that you work on, and especially when you put that floor down. Like if you get a tile floor down there, you don't want the stuff moving around and cracking up your tile floor or something like that. But yeah, that's the reason that we in today's construction methods that we put construction adhesive, or in this case, this small little application, you can just put some wood glue on. You might have seen it in the video, I use the Ultimate Tight Bond glue. This is the premium stuff, the best stuff they have that Tight Bond has. And then when I'm out on projects working on the inside and outside, if I don't have any of that, I use the Blue Label stuff, which is exterior and interior rated. So just like a little nugget of knowledge there for you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Take care. Have a blessed day.